monitor just to have all of this information?
Oh, I've got like 1.5 monitor. I have like 2.5 monitor overall real estate, and it's still sometimes not enough. I gotta switch out the pod title. Battle Science. Community chat.
Yeah, I'm set up so that if I ever do get the notification, can the vaccine, I can go get it.
Eric! Excellent. I've got a I've got a bottle of water right here. And a bottle of Mountain Dew if you I don't know. There's no alternate hydrate. I removed the take a drink thing cuz I didn't always want to have alcohol with us, so I also believe it's removed from the like Twitch's terms of service. You can't have like sub points or whatever. Bits donations and stuff can't be towards like drinking of alcohol. So
is there a way to switch the Twitch chat to be on the opposite side
of like the Twitch webpage?
Yeah,
No.
that's dumb.
Yeah.
Big dumb.
Prismatic Cup team building. I need to spell. Exercises. Because I want the bottom text to be wider than the top text. How's that work? That looks good. Cool. I do like the extra little bit of movement and stuff that the audio visualizer gives on the Twitch chat or the Twitch stuffs. Okay. Did you put a thing in the general at here?
I will.
Okay, you got it.
Yep.
Do you want me to tweet something?
If you want to.
Might as well. We got it. We might as well use it. Let me make sure I tweet on the Battle Science and not on the personal. Le personnel Twitters.
Did I post it in general or PvP discussion?
Just put it in general. Who cares?
Okay.
Well, I mean, we would care. Some people might care. It's not the biggest thing in the world. Oh no, it's slightly inaccurate.
I need a catchy phrase.
I mean team building exercises.
I got it.
Oh, all right. Well, screw me, right?
No, you'll like it. Trust me.
Let's see. We are talking Prismatic team building live with our Discord community.
How do you like that?
It's Randall.
How do you like that?
Taste the rainbow, build the rainbow. All right. I like that. Anybody that's in Twitch chat know that if you have realistically there is no barrier to entry. If you guys are in our Discord, you guys can hop in the meeting room 1. We'll be doing chats for talking Prismatic Cup. We don't really have any, I don't have any specific topics or anything to cover. I don't even know if this will even come out. Do we want to put this out as a bonus podcast thingy?
We could.
Okay. Well, then I should probably do some sort of an intro then.
Go for it.
Welcome to a Battle Science special. I don't have a name for this. A Battle Science
the rainbow, build the rainbow.
Battle Science community chat, Prismatic Cup team building. As Jesse says, taste the rainbow, build the rainbow. Today is March 30th, 2021. Thank you to our March patron, March Patreon producer of Winston the Champ. If this is going out on podcast services, I am semi-contractually obligated to reference that. So Um,
Right.
let's see. So yeah, if anyone's watching the Twitch stream right now and is in our Discord, you guys can hop into meeting room 1 and chat. It'll be open. I'll play a little bit of technical director to make sure no one's coming in too loud, too quiet, or anything. But we're gonna talk sort of the overall team building, playing around with this weird, wacky stuff that is.
This cop.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up a new tab and go through and see if Reddit's got anything popping off, because I don't check the Reddit a whole lot. Although I feel like the Reddit's really boiled down to Go Battle League like a lot.
Oh yeah, rate my team.
Although there was a really good article I think that I saw that I wanted to talk about, but we didn't get to.
For last week.
Yes.
Do you remember what it was about?
I don't. No, maybe I briefly mentioned it anyway. This is interesting. Who? The Spice Must Flow, Prismatic Cup, Gyarados, and Honchkrow Core? Oh, Galarian Rapidash. It's a YouTube video. I don't want to watch this here on Twitch. A Galarian Rapidash and
Honchkrow?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what other things they're putting in their teams. Looks like it's just battles, maybe some explanations talking through. Talonflame looks to be their third. No, and they're running.
I'll say this right now: Talonflame and Hypno are going to be.
Oh, weird. So they're running in different teams of 3. This one has Galarian Rapidash, Sudowoodo, and Spiritomb. I would not expect Spiritomb.
I think Spiritomb just because there's no. It's limited fairy. That also might explain why Whimsicott's getting so hot.
Mm-hmm.
And fighting is only neutral to it. It's also really bulky and Sableye's banned.
This team is Honchkrow, G Rapidash, and Torterra. Ew.
Does Torterra have access to Stone Edge?
Maybe.
I'll look it up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. It has access to Stone Edge.
Interesting.
Top moves are Frenzy Plant and then Stone Edge.
Right.
Still loses to Talonflame, though.
Oh, yeah.
But if that Stone Edge gets through...
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah. Just, I think that slot 4, that green and black slot, is really going to be a pick for a lot.
I'm going to pull that image up here off to the side because it's very small in the Twitch chat for me. Okay. Now I have way too many tabs open. I can't see. Let me put this tweet out. We are talking Prismatic team building live with our Discord community. Come join us. Twitch.tv.
Let's see, where do I start? So this was posted a few days ago, this image that you're seeing here in chat, watching the live stream. It's essentially a breakdown of the colors and then somewhat what each role, each cover can cover. From top left to right, I'll read left to right and then down. So on the blue column, you have your anti-electric, your anti-hypno, anti-talonflame, anti-fighting, and then anti-grass. And then the last spot is a fighter / flex pick. So each of those have a correlation right there 2 slots dedicated to being anti-Hypno and an anti-Talonflame. Specific Pokemon tell me that those are going to be really high. And granted, this is a somewhat open meta with a whitelist, but I think those, if they're saying these are the 2 things you're going to see, and they even mark some of the most used Pokemon and the Pokemon with high usage in early practice tournaments. And that's kind of what we see here in this graph. It looks like your white/yellow roll is basically going to be the anti-Talonflame or anti-fighting. The purple and gray rolls seem to be a very good utility coverage in a lot of different areas. Yeah, it's looking pretty. I mean, again, these are all early results, so you can't say one or the other.
I mean, we haven't. These aren't even results. These are pre-month
Right, pre-month
numbers.
tournament.
So, and I still don't think Lucario is a.
It's not. It's not
That's
something
not.
I'm comfortable running. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it had its moment very early on in its release, but over time, I think there's just been enough other. We're seeing a little bit of a better push of fire, and I think the fighters are just getting more embellished, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd like to welcome Jamar and Eric Ban both to the stream. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
let's see.
Oh,
Okay.
geez. Where do I want to even begin to start on this cup?
I don't know. I think the fighter role was the
one, yeah.
yeah, the one pretty reasonable starting point.
I think you want to start at red.
Red, yeah.
There's just not a lot of very good things in red, so once you've kind of picked what you want from red,
You can kind of build support, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty reasonable spot because this red looks like it has the least amount of
Recommended picks, at least.
Yeah, you see, I think what is this? Maybe a third of this is fire.
Yeah. I keep seeing Bisharp, and I have a really decent one for a Great League, and I'm like, do I want to try and run that Gambit?
No,
It's such an edgelord.
No,
It wrecks Hypno, though.
Right. I mean, but does it play in the same? It's gonna.
And that's also assuming that Hypno doesn't have Fire Punch.
Right. It's a Dark Steel in a meta where bringing a fighter is gonna be
very relevant.
Very relevant. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a Lucario where it can perform, but it's really got to be careful. Yeah. If only we had the speed stat.
Yeah.
Crustle. If you want to be like kind of like anti-Blaziken Talonflame, Crustle.
I was looking at that
kind of if you want to go like color by color, what beats the top stuff?
Yeah.
And you want to go like off meta that way, Crustle seems interesting too.
Yeah, especially since what was it? Whimsicott jumped up to rank 1 now.
Yes.
That would be a decent counter to it and be neutral.
I'm still looking for my good one.
How important is fire going to be in this meta?
Not. I think your option is just they can get walled pretty fast. You know.
Yeah.
That's kind of why fire has always just underachieved in PvP.
I'm not on the Talonflame hype train yet.
I don't like building a team with Blaziken or Talonflame. I'm not liking selecting one and then going down the rabbit hole and then selecting the other. And I'm just kind of like, this is neither of these options.
You get kind of stuck in that role if you pick it. I think I'm going to try Crustle. I do like Crustle.
I like Crustle. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Anti-fighting, anti-grass. Charizard plays a double role here.
Yeah.
I mean, well, so does Crustle in an anti-Hypno and anti-Talonflame. I mean, if I wanted to play Spicy, which I don't know, I might. Let's see.
Interesting. Fury Cutter Crustle has more wins against things in the general core.
Great League, and we're looking at Prismatic.
Down the recommended though.
Yeah, the recommended SmackDown. Interesting.
Charizard would probably just be a bad pick overall. As a fire type, it's a worse Talonflame, I imagine.
I mean, Kingdra is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Dragon Breath Zard might not be out of the option. You just got to watch for that Actazuka.
True. And I have, I think, a rank 4 that I still haven't double legacied, so I'm not against giving it that second. I think it's got Dragon Breath now, and I would have to give it Blast Burn, so.
I'm going to pull up the white list here
But
because I need to see that too.
I don't think it would play well enough.
Where did I post? Oh, here, that works. All right, so red.
I mean, team building, it always takes me way too long to do this kind of thing. So,
especially in a meta like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like my worst nightmare. So,
you're going to feel bad either way.
Winston, the champ, and I were discussing this. He's like, I think I have whatever the equivalent of writer's block is to team building, and I'm like, building block? But yeah, you can kind of definitely get into some paralysis here, just trying to look at everything. It's just, yeah. I've probably made 15 teams, and I'm not happy with any of them.
Jeez.
Same.
This is my first one. Don't make me feel good.
Well, we're in about the same spot because we don't have anything solidified. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I wonder how the format of this will play with the like rankings of usage, like the cup stats and stuff. Like, how does this play with what you see in the cup stats? If we'll see a solid core of 6, 7.
I think it'll still be pretty generic. I don't think they'll break it down by color. I think it'll just be the Pokemon itself.
No, I'm not saying that they're going to change the way that the cup stats are displayed, but like how does the overall usage of Pokemon, does it split?
Yeah.
Do we get completely different teams like overall,
right.
Or is this something where we see a ferocious 2.0 or 2.1 where the top 7, 8 Pokemon are all that we see? And it makes me wonder if you're looking at, if you're looking at just purely this Go Stadium display here, you're looking at, there's 2 sections that are dedicated to specific Pokemon, anti-Hypno and anti-Talonflame, which makes me wonder how many people are going to be running Hypno, because we all know it's a solid performer, and
it
Talonflame
just has such good utility.
Yeah, and how many people are going to be running Talonflame, and that blocks out your red and white sections.
I'm gonna run Crawdon. It beats Talonflame and Hypno.
Do it.
You are dumb.
It beats Talonflame with a rate of 808.
Really? How much HP does it have left, though?
Let me see.
Half.
Half?
Yeah, half.
Wow.
And that's just by Night Slashing. Snarl, Night Slash.
So
that's
is it
gross.
is that with the same moveset for both Pokemon, or does it swap out movesets?
What do you mean?
Does it require a different fast move or a charge move setup to get the wins off of each of them, or can you run the same?
I think it's just Snarl for the energy gain.
Snarl, Crabhammer, and
Night Slash.
Night Slash.
Waterfall is its other fast move. If you run it Waterfall,
Uh-huh.
you you just need a Waterfall. You can just Night Slash,
And it beats out Hypno still?
but that's with Snarl.
Okay.
Oh, that's a spicy pick.
Yeah, that's... I mean...
But I'm scared of Whimsicott with that pick.
yeah.
One charm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You blinked, it's dead.
Oh my god.
Crawdad, his nickname is Senor Jalapeno.
Do we have
I'm
that
gonna
shiny
stop
released?
looking at that.
Tell me we have
Like
that
I
shiny
said.
released.
Crustle's kind of interesting, like I said, with that. It can be an anti-Talonflame, it can be an anti-Hypno, you know,
Mhm.
depending on how you play the shield scenario there.
Yeah.
You know, it's got interesting coverage to me. So I haven't like picked it. I haven't fully enjoyed playing with it when I've tried it out in the past, but I think it's something I might try out in practice here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I myself...
Interesting. Electrode's another good option.
Is it, though?
It's got a 550 against Hypno, which isn't a terrible loss.
A 550?
It's yeah. It's
I mean,
That's
you
not a
gotta
win.
still shield
play.
dependent.
That's
Yeah,
not a
you
win.
gotta play. How do you play out the 2 shield?
Yeah.
Give Electro.
Bait with a discharge, maybe.
Are they about equal energy? They're almost equal energy, right?
Yeah. Maybe one extra volt switch, just throw them off.
Yeah, I don't...
Now, there's a lot of glass in this cup. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, when you basically separate the wheat from the chaff here in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Where's your... Okay, fighter flex. Yeah, don't even put... I just don't see anyone's going to run Breloom with very effectiveness here.
Yeah, Chestnut's just kind of replaced Breloom.
And then Machoke in here rather than Machamp is a interesting pick. I'm kind of surprised we don't see more of it. But
It's its limitations as move coverage. Dragon Breath, Charizard, 21 over 20 on Fire Spin. Wow. But even Wing Attack comes in at a 1.1 less percentage under Fire. So Charizard's got a 20% move usage on Dragon Breath, Fire Spin, or Wing Attack.
Those
and
are
then
just
Blast
in
Blur and Dragon Claw.
those are just in the Sims though, so
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, I don't know if that would really perform. Yeah, again.
Yeah. Literally 6 of one, half dozen of another.
It's still Charizard.
Oh my gosh. Bisharp beats Hypno at a 909.
Good.
That is the anti-Hypno.
Good God.
And that's baiting. That's assuming that it doesn't have Fire Punch.
What's your rank though for your Bisharp?
Let me check it. Hold on, I got some Slugmas here.
Because I've hatched a few, but they're straight from eggs, and so they're not good.
It's not great.
Got a rank 300 here.
Okay. That's about probably the best you can get from a straight egg.
Oh no, it was traded.
Oh, okay.
That might do. That might do. Yeah.
I tried running a sim, like building a team around it. It's just too glassy.
It's just another scissor.
I mean, I like Bisharp's design and everything, but it does not perform in this cup.
Rank 680 at 1500 level 19.
680.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, but you can't really get much better on that, and not many people are expecting that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of like if you're gonna use a Bisharp, like find one that's HP
Better.
and defense. Yeah, find one that's HP and defense weighted. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna want all the little HP.
But the fun thing is, if I have Bisharp on my team, that almost instantly guarantees that I'll see talent
Yeah.
if they're running it.
Yeah, you could run a double weakness and force them into
It just all comes down to positioning at that point.
sense of security. I've always been really interested in running those sort of mind games of team building to force an opponent to run a particular team. But I've never doubled down and gone through with it. So
No. Where does... So Crawdon's at rank 86 for the red team. Kingler, that's the one I was looking for, is 138.
really,
Kingler beats Probo.
You want to go
Interesting.
Kingler?
Shot.
Yeah, much shot.
Huh. Weird. I mean, I guess.
No, I think I see your usage and how you play Crystal. I think I'm gonna roll Crystal. It just seems for the red spot, if I don't want to do Talonflame, that's probably the best option. Talonflame's gonna mostly be your grass and fighting counter, I think. Robo beats it regardless of the fast move, I think. Talonflame, that is. Let's see. Probo versus Talonflame.
I imagine so.
Spark, Rock Slide, Thunderbolt. Probo wins. I don't even need to do Rock Throw. I know it wins. Yeah. It doesn't even need to charge. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 Rock Throws kills it. Alright, so let's do Crustle.
I'm gonna play around with the Charizard. I'm gonna be really stupid. Double Legacy, and it's my 0-15 or no 0-14-14. That's the best I'll ever get. All right. I can't imagine I'll ever get a higher rank than that.
I wonder why. Huh. Yeah, Fury Cutter Crustle is getting better results.
More better?
Yeah, more better.
So neither of us have the fighter with a flying, so you're running Crustle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm running Charizard, which again...
So what is Crustle the most afraid of? Fighting, ground, not really ground. Fighting elementals. Number one supporter is Whimsicott. Which I'm not incredibly against. There's Driftblim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're looking for an anti-fighter.
I'm gonna do Whimsicott. I've played with it before. It's a fun pick.
I would like to use it if I had one.
And this is where I'd put it. If I had one. Oh my gosh. That is gross. I'm gonna send a picture here to you.
Okay.
On Discord, and now I see why it's ranked number 1. Let's DM. Look at all those things it beats in the core.
Flygon, or let's see. Flygon, Chestnut, Hitmontop. Close win with Snorlax Lantern. Loses to Hypno. By a little bit. Meganium.
All those close ones are based off if you can get Hurricane through or not.
Lucario. Wait, it doesn't beat Lucario?
No, Steel. It's neutral.
Oh, huh. Castform Rainy. Wait, Castform Rainy? Why would Castform Rainy be putting up any fight against Whimsicott?
Hold on. The spam, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the weather balls.
Jesus. I mean, you won't.
Disgusting.
In between those charms, yeah, that's a lot of, especially water gun. That's gross.
Disgusting. I love it. I'll take 2. Let me actually see what I've got for rainy cast form.
I hope you
Probably
caught
nothing
some
good.
during the event.
I did, but they were all like weather boosted.
The ranks changed. I had a rank 4 account in my house that went to like rank 200 or something like that.
Oh yeah, with the XL rework change.
You can get to like level 42 or something.
I had the same thing with a Burmy for a Wormadam. It was like a rank 10 or something, and now it's like a rank 600 or something. It's something ridiculous. I'm like, great, thanks guys. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, the cast form rainy, they weren't spawning. So and anytime we had rain, I was working, so yay.
Man,
me.
is there anything that just poops on Hypno? I guess it would just be Bisharp. It's like all this stuff I'm looking at. Hypno is my biggest threat with those 2 right now.
So maybe you are running Bisharp?
I can't run
oh, that's right. You
Crustle
can't run a
if I
double.
run it.
You can't run a double red. Umbreon's gone. Trying to think of what.
It's recommending Frostlass, but that would take my 3rd slot.
Your white yellow.
Purple gray. I think those are where you're gonna get some decent Hypno coverage. Gliscor, ghosts like Drifblim.
Yeah, Drifblim is one to recommend, but even that's a close win. I think that's based on who gets to Shadow Ball first.
Skunk Tank play for you at all?
How does Gliscor look? Just night slash spam.
Yeah. It's not recommending it. I think that's because I have the Crustle.
It's not a great win. It's a 620 battle rating against Hypno with Gliscor.
Yeah.
And I imagine
again, that's move dependent on the Gliscor or on the Hypno.
Yeah, with an Ice Punch, you're in a bad spot.
Learning Ice Punch this month.
Let's see. I mean,
Tight.
Waters
Tight
aren't
one shield.
crazy. You'll see some grass. You'll see some dragon. Ground's not crazy though.
By the way,
Some
how come
flying.
Mantine is considered gray?
Dude, you're preaching to the choir as far as why are some Pokemon colored what. Anything from Gen 1 or 2 are probably just the weirdest, marked the weirdest colors.
I don't want to run Mantine, to be honest. Such a good spicy pick. Let's see what it does for the team if I put it on. Question is what moves. I think Bubble is still the better move here, considering what's available. Let's just do its recommended and see what it says.
I need a hard anti-rock. If I'm running Charizard, I need
Anti-rock and anti-electric. And anti-water.
Yeah, I mean,
A grass type would beat the water and the electric. Depending on which one you go. Chestnut sounds like it'd be a good fit for you.
Meganium would be a hard.
Chestnut would also be your fighter role, potentially.
Does it play in that same role with that move pool?
It's got superpower, but that's the only fighting move it's got.
Fine Whip, Energy Ball, Superpower. And Superpower nerfs itself, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's not blocked, it's guaranteed almost one hit.
Yeah, and that does play somewhat into the anti-rock as well. Huh. And I happen in the last 2 weeks to have caught 2
Really good ones, yeah.
Chespin, yeah.
How's it going, 716?
Let me pull up Calci IV and do some checks here. That'd be such a weird... I'm going to run Charizard and Chestnut. Can I make a team with all C's? Let's just make it harder for myself.
Limit your options.
All three cast forms.
Cast form. Hey, I need a blue pick, so...
Rainy cast form. White, you got snowy cast form.
Well, no, I'm running Chestnut. Oh, no, that's right. Let's see.
Don't do it. Palpatine's hiding behind you, laughing maniacally.
no, my normal cast form. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should check what its rank is now that the...
Everything got changed.
Yeah, it's probably terrible. Let's see. So this is a rank 30 Chestnut and a rank 65. And I'm pretty sure I got another one. Nope, I do not. So that is solid. Palpatine. Where's my Palpatine? Where are you? There
That's
you are.
right. Steelix is an option in this cup.
Oh, my boy. Oh, yeah. Look, Palpatine is a rank 2131 now. Holy crap.
Oof. He fell off the Death Star.
Yeah. Oh, curse you, level 50. Maybe I am going to run a Chestnut. I'm probably going to want to do some massive training with
Practicing.
in PV Poke before literally anything else, just to make sure I'm not absolutely chopping myself off at the knees. Okay, so we are looking at stats of 112.15. Add Pokemon. All right, rate me, PV Poke. How absolute abhorrent. Coverage F, bulk D, safety C, consistency B. Okay. That bulk, I imagine, is gonna probably stay real low. Cast form Snowy beats me out. I don't have a response to Hypno. Coverage F, really? Is that not? I would say that's... No, it's not. That's not reasonable coverage. Who am I talking about? Let's see. What's the pink-brown scenario here? Is that just like almost guaranteed a fighter? Is anyone looking at anything else? Like I guess Shiftry's got some great anti-hypno.
Shiftery's a great tool. It beats Hypno, not closely. Or it does beat it closely. It's also the anti-Mud Boy.
Go against the grain of what PV Poke recommends. You go Grass Knot on Alolan Raichu and surprise a few Quagsires and whatnot.
You got to get to it. Could always run it.
Pretty decent at generating energy, so you. I mean, your opponent probably thinks they stayed in with Raichu against Quagsire, so they're gonna shield the Grass Knot.
Yeah, you think the opponent's either stupid or knows, if they have any inkling of knowing what they're doing, you want to shield. Is Wishcash banned, or am I just not seeing it? Wishcash is banned? Interesting.
Yep.
So the primary Mud Boy is Quagsire. Fascinating.
Which I almost want to run just because, it can rickroll people so hard.
And the context?
Yeah, blue's an interesting role because you either pick a water or you pick fill. Kingdra looks so good.
Is Empoleon really all that good?
Yes.
Really?
With Drill Pick being able to hit back against the fighters or the grass.
But it's still, I mean, it has to get there, though, and it's got Waterfall.
I mean, it depends on
Surprisingly
what you put it on.
quick. Yeah, I mean, and it's a neutral grass, so you survive a frenzy plant from something, depending on your rank, of course. You should be able to survive a frenzy plant.
I see that Vileplume is available. I heard you like Razor Leaf.
I just don't know. That's I don't know if I would. I mean, I like Empoleon. I would wish for it to be better, or at least have a better moveset.
I mean, you're running Charizard, just not so far, right?
Yeah.
What's Empoleon doing for that team?
No, I'm just thinking in the broader sense of Empoleon's performance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be against running an Empoleon on my team if I wanted the water, but I don't think
that
it
over
really...
Kingdra, though?
Yeah, I think Kingdra probably makes more sense. Just in general.
Because Kingdra is going to be neutral to both electric and ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious to see if in the future, I mean, with the mid-season move, and I certainly want to have more talks on this on the podcast next week. But this move change that we're getting here in the next 2 weeks is like the smallest move change. I mean, realistically, the last move change we got were small tweaks to a lot of things. But this is like not the move change that I would expect. We still haven't seen any updates to steel types. Steel type moves are still not good. Fires are, I don't know, better, I would say. I mean, Ninetales is now...
They're making progress.
Yeah, Ninetales is now way more relevant, but Talonflame seems to be the new hotness. I guess there's a pun intended there if you want to take it that way. So, although realistically, you're looking at your primary fires are anything with a fire weather ball, Blaziken, aka anything with blast burn, and then Talonflame, and that's just because what's Talonflame's big niche here? It's Incinerate's an all right move, but why is it benefiting so much?
It just damage. Even resisted, it just does so much damage.
And the energy is pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's a 5-turn move, but 20 energy on that 5-turn, it's pretty good return on your energy.
Is there a reason?
Not to mention you have to Gambit if it's a Brave Bird or a Flame Charge.
Yeah, is there a reason we're not seeing Typhlosion in a better spot with Incinerate?
It doesn't have a buff.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's the buff that's really making Incinerate hurt more because it's stacking.
Surprised we aren't seeing a nerf there. I remember talking...
Typhlosion allowed in this?
I would imagine so.
Oh,
We check the whitelist.
130.
There it is. 130, yeah.
Incinerate, Blast Burn, Solar Beam. I mean, if it had a better coverage move beyond Solar Beam, then maybe.
That Solar Beam still gets there pretty
quick.
Incinerate, yeah. I've played against that thing, and I'm just like, why? How did I miss an Incinerate? How did they get there?
I'm curious. Let's see. What's our base stats for Typhlosion? That's right. It's just a high attack.
I
Just a
think
high
I'm gonna
base
roll
attack.
Empoleon for my blue. Because if I pair it with Hypno, I don't have to worry about the fighting. And I just need a good grass support. Maybe.
No talk of
Why not Gyarados? If you're gonna...
I thought about Gyarados too, just because there's enough things that the Dragon Breath would just do good neutral on.
Right. It kind of ended a water that doesn't completely get shredded by grass. So it's just, and the crunch coverage for things like Hypno and
Yeah.
Ghosts are, it seems like an interesting pick.
yeah,
The only
Gyarados,
thing it's really afraid of is going to be things like
Lantern and Raichu. Oh
Yeah,
god, is it
Raichu.
scared of Raichu?
Very scared.
I mean, that comes down to a shield scenario. If you can get Crunch off on a lone Raichu, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
But you're gonna die to like 3-volt switches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Gyarados is an interesting pick. It has some versatility, but it is incredibly weak to the electric. And in a meta where Zapdos is being recommended.
Run it in the lead and then just support it with 2 anti-electrics.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of an interesting strategy now that I think about it. Dragon Breath's just so oppressive.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
It's got the same cooldown as Water Gun, right?
Yeah, it's a one-turn move or whatever the heck
Yeah.
it is.
Let's see. If you support it, like how oppressive do we think Hypno is going to be? Because you can run Gyarados with, say, Shiftery. If you want to just...
Shiftery is a safe swap. I mean, like, could you imagine you get one fast move in on the swap? You're already ahead so much energy. Those Snarls and Leaf Blades come. Snarl plus Leaf Blade comes real quick if you're going that way.
Who would you run a third if you're running Gyarados?
Shiftery?
Yeah. If you're running
Probably
another...
a Steel.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught
Because
with
a Fairy will mess up both of those.
Yeah. Okay, so then Steelix might be a interesting third, because then you're still getting anti-electric. Although it's not running...
Then you also have to worry about fighting.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
at that
true.
point, though, you will have baited out the fighter with Shiftery if you are running that
True.
that line Gyarados Shiftery Steelix. You use the Shiftery as the swap, and
But the
they have a
question,
fighter
you don't
at-
want to run Steelix with Dragon Tail, though. Caught him. Well,
No.
do you?
I mean, you could run Dragon Tail. I'm more thinking of Thunderfang.
Thunderfang.
But, yeah, because it doesn't have a good ground type fast move. If only it did.
Is it Mud Slap that it knows?
You could.
No, it's not good.
Let me put that team together and see what it recommends in a separate thing here. Team builder.
Hey, Battle Ram, what's up?
Prismatic.
Gyarados. What's another?
Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, Crunch.
Another
Shiftery.
anti-electric. Probably don't want to run double.
Biggest threats are Whimsicott, Chestnut, Grand Bull. That's right, Snowy Castform, Togekiss, Gardevoir, so your fairies. Talonflame is the #1 recommended support for those. That's not bad. Because if you get that electric, you can swap into Shiftery. Next recommended is Ninetales.
Yeah, that would help support with the fairies and ices. Doesn't really help in the electric, but...
Talonflame still does beat Whimsicott.
We're just sort of hanging and spitballing some team stuff. Battle Ram. Jesse's, I think, building an interesting core. I'm putting together the.
I don't know. I might steal this. I like this comp.
Gyarados.
The Shiftery Gyarados core.
Yeah.
That seems...
I'm looking at that too now. I've built a semi decent team here with it.
Because you can literally fill that in with Talonflame or Ninetales. Other options include Sunny Cast Form, Whimsicott, Hypno.
Does Shiftery Gyarados really have to fear
It's just
Crustle?
Fairy. Which one?
Crustle?
Crustle? If
about
you can get to
Crustle?
Aquatail quick enough, no.
Okay.
Aquatail or Leaf Blade. Well, Leaf Blade's still neutral against Crustle.
Okay. I'm just thinking that the bug's going to eat out the Shiftery, and then if you have Rock, I guess it's neutral to Gyarados.
Yeah. That's awesome, Battle Ram.
Yeah, it's as we were talking about before, it's not the easiest of cups to build a team around.
All right, let's say I pick Ninetales because I'm not on the Talonflame.
Oh, no, Escav probably wouldn't do too much for you. It does have Drill Run, but
It's
other
the
one
Mega
here,
Horn that beats the crap out of Hypno.
the other one that I'm thinking of is Drillbur's Evolution, Excadrill.
Excadrill.
Yeah.
All right.
Glass Chifisk.
Yeah.
That tells me everything I need to know.
Yep.
Which Probo do you prefer, Spark or Rock Throw? Survey says
Neither.
Bark?
well, Spark completely poops on, or no, Rock Throw poops on Gyarados. Like hard poops on Gyarados.
Hey Jesse, I'm going to take a moment and eat one of these Milano. So
I hate you, but okay.
Don't forget, at your local grocery store, you might find displays of Girl Scout cookies. Because the Girl Scouts aren't going out and selling them, they might just be available. So I was surprised at my grocery store stop last night. I was like, oh, those are Girl Scout cookies.
Rock Throw and Probo Pass has more wins overall. Spark.
Do it.
Oh, crap. All right. Well, I have hydrated Battle Ram. You'll just have to take my word for it.
I'll take a drink. So many things that Probo Pass is weak to, though. Do we have a good steel type that just uses steel moves yet?
No. I wish. I really wish.
Oof.
Like literally make Metal Claw a reasonable fast move. Like Ferrothorn might be more interesting with a little bit more play. Is that a Durant? Kevin. Yeah, Ferrothorn might have a little bit more play if there were more relevant steel moves. I would love to see Empoleon with a little bit more steel, because I think all it has now is Flash Cannon, and no thanks.
Wait, which one?
Empoleon.
For a steel move, yeah.
Yeah, all it's got is Flash Cannon. And then Lucario as well. Lucario is a steel type. It doesn't have a steel move?
They just need to rework Bullet Punch and give it to more things.
Yeah.
Can Counter Pseudo beat Talonflame? That is a good question. I will run that battle. I get the feeling it does, but that's just because it hardwalls everything Talonflame does.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Sudowoodo versus Talonflame.
You could buff all the steel moves and not break the game. I mean, they probably could. I mean, if they did it like the...
Pseudo beats Talonflame with a rating of 706.
That's solid.
What if it's a rock throw Sudowoodo?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Just shred it.
It's a 904.
Rock throw, it does a lot. It's a
Yeah, it does.
double weak. You're getting shredded. It's almost like that charm that hits your Crawdon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Pseudo was the brown spot, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many
Yeah.
people would expect...
I have a level 50 Bonsley. I want to run so bad.
For the memes.
Oh no, dude, it's disgusting.
What's its moveset?
It's the same as Pseudo's, I think. Let me check. I haven't second moved it yet. I've just powered it up. Yeah, it's exactly the same as Pseudo, except for it has access to Rock Tomb.
Wait. So it has counter?
Yeah.
So I just imagine a toddler like suplexing a dude in WWE.
With no arms. It's beating you with no arms.
It just like kicks out of the pin.
But Bonsley is banned, so I can't use it.
I'm getting the pictures of like the old Gmod videos.
Oh yeah.
Of like the floating baby. You just hear the like creepy laugh and the baby comes flying in.
All right, I gotta be right back. I gotta go switch my car.
Oh my
BRB.
god. Wait, how crazy is... Hold on. Bon. Is it even eligible in this cup?
What are we talking about now?
Bonsley.
It is not.
What? So, okay. Somebody else help me out. Because I still have the question as to why Samurot's not eligible in this cup either. Why? I mean, just because it's not good doesn't mean you shouldn't put it in as eligible, right? Right?
Did you ever tweet out to Sylph why they banned it?
No. Let me do that now. I mean, it might not even just be a ban. It might just be one of those things of just like, yeah, we're not going to include it. Oh, that's right. The original April Fool's was changing all of the sprites into the 2D sprites. All right, so tweet. We're at Sylph Arena. Let's see. I don't want to be aggressive here. Diggersby? I mean, Diggersby would be nuts. Or is it allowed? Is it not allowed? Let's see.
What, Diggersby or Samurott?
It'd be in the brown and pink, and it's not here. Diggersby. Why? Diggersby
No,
makes sense.
trust me.
If
If
it's
that
not
was,
here.
it would pretty sure it'd be number one.
Oh yeah. I'm just getting the question in the Twitch chat of why isn't Diggersby eligible, and it's I mean Diggersby's performance kind of showcases itself. I mean, I think the benefit is there isn't anything here in this meta that really overperforms when above level 40, and I think that might be one of the reasons why, like, specifically Diggersby. I know that Trash Wormadam benefits,
Yeah.
and then I think some of the cast forms do now as well. You have to rebuild a new cast form, though, as compared to previous, because the previous cast forms, you wanted them to be pretty darn close to 100% to get them to 1500, and now you can get them to, I imagine without the attack stat, you can get a good cast form to 1500 around level 45, maybe upper 40s. But you do have to rebuild them, and they are not cheap. So, but they also don't overperform in this meta.
Who doesn't overperform?
Cast forms. Anything that requires over level 40 doesn't overperform in this meta. And someone was asking why Diggersby isn't allowed, and because it performs way too well, and it's almost I wouldn't say it's a required level 50 or above level 40, but it still requires a lot.
You would want it to go over.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Get those wins.
The benefit is here in, I don't know about the southern hemisphere. I believe they're spawning everywhere. But they're spawning at a pretty reasonable clip here. So catching them just for the candies is doable.
For which one?
Diggersby.
Funnel B.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, it's not a problem anymore for XL.
No, not at all. I thought I would be, and now I'm at like almost 400 XL. Partly cloudy all day. There's like 7 in my house. Okay.
Well, they are rabbits, and you know what rabbits are known for.
It
They
actually
teach
looks
kids
like
multiplication.
it actually looks like my backyard, where there's a bunch of them in my backyard already.
Nice.
Let's see.
My dogs do not appreciate.
At SelfGG, why is there no love for weirdos like Samurott
Weirdos.
and Bonsley?
Did you mention Sam? Oh, you're saying Samurai.
Prismatic Cup. Yeah, why
I'm
is
gonna
there
try
no love?
something cheeky here, and I'm just gonna build a team of thick boys. See where that puts me.
Do it.
Do it.
SelfGG.
Also,
What?
another one that takes XL candy is Dusclops.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I looked at that. I looked at that for a minute.
Huh. It's been around in enough Halloween events that I would assume a lot of people would have a nice chunk of candy for, although still probably nowhere near enough for the
conversion.
for the XL.
No.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's what I've got in the draft so far. At SelfGG, why is there no love for weirdos like Samurott and Bonsley in Prismatic Cup? Let's see. Even if they don't perform well, why not allow them to be an option?
Yeah, I was curious on the Samurai. I imagine it just doesn't perform, but I almost want to put together like a custom ring self on PvPoke and see what it comes out as.
Why not have them as an option?
Also, I gotta say thank you, Jamar, for bringing up HU with Grass Knot.
You like that?
I really do.
I'm telling you, Winston the Champion, I have been looking at PvPoke for about a week, and we just keep coming up with interesting
Crazy.
takes. Yeah, Alolan Raichu came up as one, and we were like, that could actually work out.
Yeah, you just want to keep that as a surprise factor.
Yeah, it's kind of an anti-fighter, can beat the flying, obviously, and then can surprise your waters. It's an interesting coverage.
All right. Tweet.
Pelipper is allowed, right?
Is Toilet Bird? God, I hope not.
I haven't seen
Yes,
it.
it's in
but
yellow or
it
white.
might be. Yes.
It's in yellow.
Yeah. All right. Tweet's been sent. It's out in the void. We'll see if we get any response or anything. If it goes by the rules of any of our other tweets, no one will respond.
Oof. Porygon Z with lock-on tri-attack spam.
I mean, go for it, kids. Go for it,
I
kid.
know.
Is it
If you want a normal, go Zangoose with the Shadow Claw.
Ooh.
Close combat.
Do you want to build an all normal team?
Porygon Z is ranked 251.
I mean, just because it's not good doesn't mean it won't be fun.
I mean, so wait, so why is Samurott not on this list, but Porygon Z is? Come on, Sylph.
Where does Porygon 2 come in?
201.
And Porygon, original Porygon is 200.
Oof.
Okay.
I mean, if Tri-Attack was any more interesting than beyond just a normal
Random chance
nuke.
debuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a letdown for Tri-Attack to not have
Some other status effect.
the status effects. Yeah. I mean, if they keep the chance to debuff and apply Jolt Switch like the tweet, I'm gonna keep the notifications open. Yeah, if it kept the debuff chance and then they applied, I mean, getting back into the conversation of status effects or no, maybe. Although if they're doing an April Fool's test, I imagine it's more of a test than it is like a legitimate thing of switching the switch timer. Do we think that we could see a buff debuff to the switch timer via moves or something? Or are they just yanking our chains and being weird?
I definitely think it's a test. I just don't know if it's for a move or if it's for a permanent change.
A permanent change would change the pacing of these battles so much.
Yep. I think it might be a little bit of a preparation of a certain XL Chansey that might be running around after this
Oh my god.
You're
so you're not
right.
running a timeout strat. I'm serious. I've been thinking about this a lot.
Even the main series games, they really don't like timeout teams.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? It's
My
fun.
goodness, you have. Sorry, go ahead.
Why not? It's fun.
Chansey pulls out a cigarette, lights it up. We're gonna be here a minute.
Literally.
Right next to XL Wobbuffet.
Oh no. Lord.
Yeah, I think they're testing it, and I do think it would be an interesting change if they change it. It's interesting because I was perusing Reddit yesterday, and I see someone post like they should change the timer, and the next day there's this April Fool's thing, and I'm like, was this person like a paid actor like? To the room for Niantic?
Yeah, go find that link and follow that user on Reddit and see if they're like, oh man, what if status effects in the game the next day? Niantic, we're gonna put status effects in the game. Like, hold on.
Suspect. Let's look.
Thoughts on Swalot?
I have none.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let me.
116 beats Shiftery, Flygon, Ferrothorn, him on top, and loses to everything that's core.
Infestation,
Seems
Sludge
right.
Bomb, Ice Beam. I mean, it's weird.
I'm just looking at the thickness of options for each color.
Ah.
Ooh, Per Ugly. Where's Per Ugly fall? 197. Okay.
Is it
It
really?
beats Hypno, not great.
Is it really
Beats
bulky?
Drifloon, Ferrothorn. It's an anti-ghost, essentially, is what its role is.
What a bananas moveset.
Which one?
Per Ugly.
It's Shadow Claw, Scratch, Thunder, Aerial Ace, and Play Rough.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just love all of these weird normal types that have just crazy movesets. We have Per Ugly, we got Stoutland,
Lanoon.
Zangoose, Lanoon.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look up normal type Pokemon here in this meta and see what we can look for coverage and stuff, because that's.
I think Snorlax is just the kingpin of normals for this cup, though.
Oh yeah.
But don't discount the flyers. There's some good normal.
I mean,
Yeah, I was looking at Noctowl today on a
Mhm.
potential team.
Hey, Dunsparce.
Yeah, my boy.
Bite, drill, run, rock slide. Forget
Look
about
at that
dig.
fast move,
Dig shouldn't
please.
even exist.
Dig, it swaps out your Pokemon for
Dude.
somebody else.
Go with Chinchino. Charm Aqua Tail Thunderbolt. What is this?
I mean, even the fighting still beat it.
Oh. I do wish Staraptor was at all better. Oh, that's right. You could run your Kangaskhan.
No. I looked at it, but no.
I'm just looking at normal types and how Delcatty's. Oh my God, Delcatty, Feint Attack, Charm. I mean, and Zen
The Feint
Headbutt,
Attack
but
could catch a lot of people off guard.
yeah, a Wild Charge, Disarming Voice, Play Rough.
Even the Wild Charge could mess up a Talonflame.
The cats.
That's another. Sorry, go ahead.
The cats in general, because it's what's the dark cat?
Purloin?
Purloin. Purloin's moveset's just bonkers.
I don't think it's allowed. It'd be under purple, right? It's not showing up.
Those.
But it's on Sylph. That is something I saw on Twitter. Is one person went through between correlation of PvPoke and what Sylph Arena announced, and there are some on PvPoke that aren't on Sylph Arena, and then there's some that are on Sylph Arena that are PvPoke.
Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful. I say that
Also,
sarcastically.
Delcatty is one of those mons that it used to be like you needed a hundo to get it to level 15. To get it to 1500 CP, but now it needs to be lower.
Yes.
Like I think it maxed out at like 1496 or 1493 at level 40 as a hundo. But now it's just general PvP IVs.
Yeah.
So Purloin has its sprite in the purple or gray, but it's not in the text form. So honestly, I have no idea. Or no, Liepard. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's what I was looking for, Liepard. Snarl, Dark Pulse, Play Rough, but it has access to Charm. And then, I mean, Gunk Shot's not a move anyone's going to want to use, but as far as its coverage. Excuse me. As far as its coverage, it's interesting. So, I mean, there's some weird type coverage with. I mean, it's a good point with normal types of just having bizarre type coverages, but then there's some Pokemon with just absolute bonkers move sets that just don't perform at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Charizard, Chestnut. What was my?
All right, I got to bounce. It was fun chatting.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, we'll catch up later.
I could, let's see. So Chestnut's not a fighter per se, because superpower is just there when I need it, and then it needs to leave, basically.
And you also have to assume that they don't have shields.
Yeah.
But it is a good way to get rid of shields.
Yeah. But beyond that, it's fairly useless. So running something else with a I wonder if let's throw in Pseudo Wudo. I think. Let's see. No, that'd just be throwing something in just to throw something in. Oh, I hate this.
All right, you want to see my thick team?
Oh boy, what do we got?
How do I share it? I forget.
You're sharing screen, or are you gonna send a screenshot?
I wanted to send the team
Oh, send the link. You should have
at the bottom. I was forgetting where it was. I'll send it to you on DM. You can pop it up on stream.
It still has only a bulk of C. I want to see this be an A.
But look at the coverage in the moves.
A coverage of B.
In the move pool, I mean.
Hypno, Crustle, Drifblim, Snorlax, Lantern, Hitmonchan. I mean, if you're building a bulk team, if you're building Team Fat, you need to do better.
That is variety.
Yeah, it's utility and coverage.
You got to give Snorlax like outrage or something.
Something cheeky. Give it Skull Bash and run it lead.
Yeah, why would you run Superpower when you're already running Hitmonchan?
No, it's the optimal move.
Change it up.
If let's say I change it to Earth. Ooh, Earthquake. No, I don't think there's gonna be enough use for Earth.
Yeah, let's just sim it. Let's give it outrage. Doesn't change anything really. Let's see. Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Thunder Punch and Ice Punch on Hitmonchan as well. I wonder if your Hypno and Hitmonchan could do a little bit of differentiating because you also have Icy Wind on Drifblim.
I just went with the recommended. I hadn't looked at. If I could change Thunder Punch on Hitmonchan to Fire, but then the thing it's worried about is water.
Okay. No, I'm just looking. You have 3 ice moves. Hypno's got Ice Punch, Drifblim's got Icy Wind, and Hitmonchan has Ice Punch.
Yeah, even with Fire Punch, Hitmonchan can't beat Whimsicott.
Okay. I mean,
and then you have to really look at what the fighting is there to beat anyway. If anything, it's there to beat the rocks, steels, and dark. Which are the things that Hypno is afraid of.
I wonder if something like Hitmonchan will ever get payback then. Is that too crazy of coverage? Would they ever go through that?
Hitmon is the one that needs better moves.
It's a fighter. Does it have counter? No? Don't use it.
Basically.
Okay, important update. The halved switch timer portion of the April Fool's event will happen at the same time for everyone. And last for nearly a week. It's not just for the event. It's going to last for like 5 days.
Oof.
6 days. Jeez, all right. Swell Sprouts? Oh. Interesting. Jiggly Dad's doing merch. Good for him. You'll have to be careful because using art of Pokemon is going to be. You gotta
They're gonna flag that.
Yeah, I gotta avoid the copyright, but it is that is a cool looking thing. I'm gonna look through Jiggly Dad's. Probably not gonna buy anything, but you know. Swell Sprouts logo. Oh, he's got it. He's got it on a pillow and a mask. That's all he's got. Okay. Well, that's cool. Still no response from Sylph GG. Although I don't expect an immediate response from them. I think I am just doing it wrong with Charizard and Chestnut, but maybe.
I mean, it's got to be what you want to build. Don't just build meta.
I know, but I mean, like, it's you build meta for a reason because you actually want to be competitive.
Yeah.
This is just asking to be handed L's, which I guess I'm okay with as long as it's. I mean, the buys don't count in those losses, so realistically.
Did you ever get a response on that one?
I don't think I directly asked them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think at some point I might see if I can do a one-on-one chat with somebody over there, but oh, yeah, I don't the previous conversation about Gyarados and Shiftery is a really interesting one that I wish I don't know, I just don't want to use at this point cuz let other people use it. It's Gyarados isn't I'm not against running Gyarados.
I mean, you can even swap Gyarados with Empoleon. They both still do the same thing.
No, because Gyarados is running the Dragon Breath to as the lead.
Or Kingdra.
Yeah. Yeah, Kingdra with the Shiftery.
Well, you gotta be careful with that one because then they're both immediately terrified of Fairy.
Charizard. Although don't run a Dragon Breath, so.
But the only fairies that are relevant in this cup all do not like fire.
Now I'm just distracted by Twitter. Doom scrolling, I hate it. Although, thankfully, the Battle Science Twitter isn't really. I mean, it is the endless scrolling, but it's all primarily Pokemon content, so we don't have to worry. It's not like super negative. Remind me here in the next. Actually, we'll probably do it in June. Go through the 2021 predictions and start marking stuff off.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't talked a whole lot about Snorlax here.
So, what does it do? I guess that's a good starting point.
I don't know. It's a great generalist.
It's a great generalist. It kind of beats Hypno at 565. It's beating Driftblim, Shiftry, Quagsire, and Ferrothorn. Losing to Talonflame, Lantern, Flygon. Move priorities are Lick, Body Slam, Superpower. It's an anti-ghost. It's a wall against Hypno, assuming Hypno isn't Focus Blast. The Body Slam just spams out against Shiftery. It walls against Driftblim. And then again, the superpower is just beating the steals. So it's an optional fighter that's not a fighter.
I mean, it's kind of like Chestnut, but not like Chestnut, so.
It's Chestnut without having the weakness to the Talonflame.
Yeah. But Snorlax still loses to Talonflame.
Yeah. But only with a 596 rating. But that's just because Talonflame's able to keep building up power, whereas Snorlax does not.
Right. Is it Brave Bird that gives the...
It's Flame Charge that gives the buff, attack buff. And then Brave Bird is the debuff.
Brave Bird's... Is that an attack and defense debuff, or just the attack debuff?
Just an attack debuff.
And that's to
if I remember
self.
correctly.
Yeah. So then
It should
if
be a
you...
defense debuff for Brave Bird.
Okay. So, yeah. You get enough
Yeah,
link
it's a
charts off. It's
-3 defense,
Oh shoot. Whew.
but it's a
Yup.
nuke.
That's gross. Yeah, it is a nuke. So, and that's going to be similar to what Leaf Tornado, theoretically.
I think that's Wild Charge and Leaf Tornado. I don't think there's another one that does -3 defense other than Brave Bird.
Yeah, Brave Bird's only -3. Wild Charge and the other one is -2.
Yeah.
Most used Pokemon. Okay. Most used in early. High usage. Okay. Empoleon's really having high usage? I just don't know.
It's
I just
just
don't
a great
think it's...
generalist.
Huh. I'm going to give it a go. We'll run triple starters here. Let's just throw it on here and see what happens. Coverage goes up to a C. Bulk is still at a D. Safety C. Consistency A.
I think it's gonna be really hard to get anything above a C for bulk
Yeah.
with a team of 6, of course.
Yeah, with the top meta basically being skimmed off. If you run like Dugong, Snorlax. Nah, Hypno's in the same slot.
Lantern's a pretty thick fish.
Yeah, Lantern as well. You could probably throw
The
something
cast
together with...
forms, yeah. There are ways to up the bulk, but I don't think there's any way to like get a B or an A on bulk. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, let's try it. PV Poke.
Well, I did, but I
Team
got to
Builder.
see.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to care about the other stats. We're just going to go for it here. So, Great League, and we're going to go Prismatic so that it doesn't absolutely... So we're going to go... No, not Landorus. Lantern. Wait, Lantern
That
XL?
would not be bulk.
Yeah. Also not eligible. Let's see. So Lantern, what in the red category gives us bulk?
Crustal.
Really?
That's all I could really think of other than cast form.
Let's see. In the reds. Yeah, cast form probably would. Trash Wormadam?
Talonflame's going to be so common. I think you'd be really dumb to run that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running Lantern.
That's a bold pick, though, because it's also going to be not a fan of... It doesn't do much to Hypno, but then... Or no, it does. It does do a good matchup.
I mean, if we're just looking at bulk here, let's...
Yeah, no, I mean, go for it.
Wormadam, Trash, Confusion, Ironhead, Bug, Buzz. Let's see. In the white-yellow category, if we're looking for bulk, let's go Hypno.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Green-black, we're going to go with Snorlax. Just the off-the-cuff, quick draw.
Well, Eradicate's an option, too.
What's bulk in pink-brown? Oof.
Thick
Come on,
fish.
man. Thick fish, that's true.
Thick fish? What am I missing?
Alola.
Oh, where does that...
Alola.
You're running that's running 2 anti-Talonflames.
That's
Wait.
not a bad thing.
Does it run Charm?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's Waterfall.
Yeah, I don't see anything else that really runs the bulk here.
The one I picked was Hitmonchan. It's got pretty good defensive stats, but you also have Slowbro. Noctowl's pretty bulky.
Does Hippowdon play that?
Not well.
Okay, let's try a Lolamola. give that a go. And Lantern's running Spark, so that helps. And then we're at purple gray. Let's see. Driftblim.
That's what I put.
It's probably the best here.
I mean, you could do Spiritomb.
Spiritomb might be interesting. We know Aggron doesn't have it. Steelix
Oh no, there is
doesn't have
Liepard.
it.
Liepard's in purple gray. That's the one we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier, right?
Yeah. Espeon.
Okay, I did get a B.
Yeah, we'll try Spiritomb. Rate team. Yeah, it's a B. C coverage, C safety, B consistency. But it's there. Let's see. If you want to run an anti-electric, Sunny Castform might be a better pick in the brown pink.
So what I did was I did Sunny Castform, Lantern, Hypno, Snorlax, Driftblim, Hariyama.
I was looking at Hariyama too. I just like Hitmonchan's utility.
I misspoke. Sunny Cherrim. Sunshine Cherrim. That brings our safety up to B, and we still have a bulk in B, so in a consistency of B. Our coverage is still C, so let's see where we're overlapping here. I think we don't have a fighter, so it really doesn't help us out here a ton. Let's see. So Lantern's running in the anti-Talon Flame.
I think your
Wormadam
crossover's Trash Dam and Hypno.
Okay.
Because if you're running Spiritomb, you're more or less doing the same role as Trash Wormadam.
Okay.
Except for that, the Trash Wormadam is also really...
So then switching out Trash Wormadam for Sunny Castform, or switching out Spiritomb for...
Try both.
So Wormadam Trash for Castform. Sunny XL. Let's just go for it. What do you mean I've got ineligible Pokemon? Oh, that's right. No XLs. Wait, did they ban XLs for this?
No, they didn't ban it, but PvPoke did not put Sunny XL as officially on the list. So you have to make sure yeah.
Okay, so that switched out. Oh, we've got Bs across the board now. Did we just inadvertently make a really good team?
There you go.
So then do we switch out Spiritomb, maybe?
What would you swap it for? Driftblim?
Probably.
Give it a try and see what it does.
I mean, you've got Icy Wind for the Dragons. Oh, coverage goes to an A. Holy cow, we've done it.
Woo! I think you should stick with that. Because you've got the Cherrim, right?
No, I don't. I have got the Overcast. Let me see what the best Sunny Cherrim I have.
I gotta ask, what'd you build the Overcast Cherrim for?
That was the... What was the cup? It was a rank...
It wasn't Jungle, was it?
It was the cup right before quarantine because it was the Rhyhorn Community Day when I was using it.
Was it Toxic?
Maybe.
Or Rose?
It might have been one of the two. I don't remember when I built it, but I had an Overcast Cherrim rank 1 for PvP, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it. I nicknamed it Fear the Fruit, and it absolutely pooped on people in it was like a 6-person tournament. And it was hilarious to just wipe scrubs with the Razor Leaf damage. Of course, the couple of people I fought, there was one person that didn't build the right team. They built a team that was utterly weak to grass. And so Cherrim with Razor Leaf was able to basically just wipe their team out every time. I'm not incredibly proud of that moment, but
it was rose cut for Monroe.
okay. Let's see. So this one I've got a 179 cherry Sunny Cherrim. Razor Leaf Hyper Beam. It needs a couple of levels. The one that I'm not sure on is Sunny Cast Form, because I know I've got a good Lantern. I've got my options for Hypno. Snorlax, I might need to be powered up.
You said you had a good one. You needed to just power up.
Yeah. Let's see. Cast Form. Sunny. This was a rank 63. Let's see what it is now. Nope, not Snowy. Sunny. 217. That's not too bad.
No.
It does need to be rank 40.5, and it becomes 15 exactly. So that's not, or 1500 exactly. So that's not bad. What's the already powered up one? Rank 532 at 37.5, which it already is. It's already at. So yeah, that's the one thing with the cast forms, Wormadam, a couple of others that just needed some attack in IVs and attack to put them at around 1500. That now that we have XL, they just become terrible. So isn't that Bastiodon as well? Because I feel
What's
like Bastiodon needed to be near 100.
Mm-hmm. And now it's like 0, 12, 13 or something.
Yeah, let's see. What do I got? The one that I got traded from Proto Man. Yeah, it's a rank 2505. Jesus. And it's not even all the way powered up to level 40. Yeah, I need to trade some shield on. Try and get a better IV'd one. Because it looks like all I've got is... I mean, I've got better-ish ones. This one's a rank... Jesus. It's a rank 185 at 49.5. Oh my God.
How close are you to level 47?
What do you mean? Like
to max out the Pokemon?
trainer level or...
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have to be a higher trainer level.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like you got to progress that anyway eventually.
Yeah. I mean, in the amount of Pokemon that are going to be really good Great League Pokemon at 49.5, or like, just let me power it up one more, stay under 1500, and count towards that progress.
Yeah.
I think the rank, I think it's a rank 7 or something. Diggersby is at a level 50. So if I can, I'm still on level 40. I think it's powered up legendary Pokemon. I have not powered up enough legendary Pokemon to get to 41. So I still need to put in some work.
That's a pretty solid team. I think you should stick with that.
What the? I want to swear. I'm curious to see. So, Lantern's moveset shouldn't change. Cast Form's moveset can't change. It's Hypno and Snorlax that really...
So, Hypno, I feel like Ice Punch is better in this meta.
Than Thunder Punch?
Yeah.
Let's see. Save changes, rate team. ABBB. Let's see, we're looking at 591 threat score. Let's switch that back and see what the changes between the two are. Anyways, Thunder Punch, save changes. Rate team. 596, so a very tight little change.
You could also drop Shadow Ball and give it Fire Punch or both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if... Let's see, what's my coverage
How many
on?
TMs you got?
Oh, it's less of a TMs and more of a how many drowsy are pretty reasonable IVs that I just have to level up and see what they get.
Just keep the moves there.
Yeah. Let me go to the amount of drowsy I have because it's a lot.
Oh no.
Jesse hates me here. So let's see. I have for Great League Hypno, I have a rank 52, a 49, a 45, a 34, a 66, a 19, another 45, a 138, a rank 87 Shadow, a rank 272 Pure, and then let's see what this one is. I just titled it name. This one's a rank 21. So I have options.
Wow.
Yeah, the couple of it's more of how much Stardust do I have to evolve them to Hypno and then give them the second move and see if that second move plays out well. So let's see, because my
So it
current
does
one,
look like Ice Punch Shadow Ball gives you 1 extra win and an average battle rating of 521, as opposed to Thunder Punch Shadow Ball, which gives you 22 wins and an average rating of 512. So basically, Ice Punch is a little bit better.
let's see what my currently built one is. Hey, my currently built one is Ice Punch Shadow Ball, so it's staying.
There you
go.
All right.
Save changes there. Cherim can't change, and Driftblim, there's no reason to change here either. Unless you really want to play Ominous Wind over Shadow Ball, but I'm pretty sure it's greatly suggested not to do that. Actually, the one interesting thing I would be curious to see is how does this play against... What's your optimal setup against the Gyarados Shiftery core? Did we have a team?
With that team?
Yeah, did we have a team built out for the Gyarados Shiftery? It was Gyarados Shiftery.
And then it was a fire type.
Talonflame was a really interesting one.
So Hypno wouldn't be a bad option as long as you can get to that Ice Punch.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that comes down to getting to the move. Snorlax is a good wall against. If the Shiftery doesn't respect the superpower, you'll one-shot it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lantern's a great...
Lantern's really only afraid of the Shiftery.
Right. It's going to hit the Gyarados. And if you're running Talonflame, Lantern's a great option
Counter
there,
to
too.
that.
Yeah.
So it'd beat 2 of the 3 of the core.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Yeah, Hypno's
if you run
not...
Lantern in the lead and then pair it with either Castform or Snorlax, or even Cherim, because Cherim just needs Weather Ball.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Hypno might not be a great option there with a Gyarados and Crunch and then Shiftery. So...
But remember, Gyarados still takes neutral on the Ice Punch.
Right, but the sheer amount of weapons against Hypno...
Hypno is just there as bench pressure more than anything, and an anti-fighter. Because you are running... I mean, you do have an anti-fighter in Blim.
Mm-hmm.
But Hypno is also just great bench pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It could almost guarantee that brings out the Dark type, too. Either the Dark or the Bug.
This is interesting because this is built on bulk, and the complete antithesis of PvP Steve's initial video of starting with a counter, or our concept of starting with a counter. So this is actually
it fits you.
Yeah, this is a solid. I think this it's probably just a great example of this meta just being weird enough as far as team building, where I mean you can start in a couple of different places and you can land.
I'm starting with Hypno, and this whole time, the last hour and a half, I've been sitting here trying to
what?
figure out what I should pair with Hypno.
Oh,
I keep bouncing back and forth between a few things, but it's just like I'm also looking at what you're running and looking at core metas and stuff, and it's like I'm getting that lock that we were talking about. It's like, okay, well I can run Hypno. What's Hypno? Bug, it's Steel, it's Afraid of the Dark, anything that outspams it, like Snowy Cast Form or even Rainy Cast Form. Recommended pairs are Lucario, Sans, Alolan, Magnet, Talonflame. And it's like all of those are all really glassy. If I say Magnezone, 6F1 doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a fan of Magnezone because Magnezone does beat quite a few things. But the pair of them are both really scared of Lucario and Snorlax and Hypno.
It's really all over the place.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, I think that this is a solid team conceptually. Within PV Poke, it's ranking it fairly well. I think the question is, am I going to be a good enough battler to be able to put this to good use?
Just practice, my dude.
Yeah, does this perform well enough? Is there going to be some sort of weird sneak pick that, it's not necessarily sneaky, but a pick that most people don't, either most people go for or don't go for, that comes in under the radar, that wins out against this. Again, this is still theoretical, so in play, like, who knows? And we're 2 days away from the month starting, so who knows what
could change.
What could change?
Yeah, we could see some of those moves changing some things. Like Leave Annie is something also I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm confused as to it's there. I've seen it before pop up on different metas, but I've never seen it used. I don't think I've ever seen it used. I know we've talked about it. Bug Bite,
but
Razor
it's definitely
Leaf,
a core breaker, and that's why I'm looking at it.
Leaf Blade, X Scissor, Silverwind. It's an interesting type. It hasn't.
It's a better Parasect.
Yeah, basically.
It's a usable Parasect. It also hasn't spawned a lot, has it?
No.
So,
No.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, we are getting into if we do get a spring event, it might be something that spawns. So, is it a 2-tier? 3-tier?
Yeah.
2-tier? Okay.
Well, it's a third form.
Okay, it's a third form. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could see us getting a spring. So the next event that we're getting is, well, supposedly we're getting an April Fool's event with a Team Go Rocket takeover. And then the spring Easter event with Chansey. So,
Unfortunately, Seawaddle will not be spawning according to the post.
They've
Please
pointed
don't tell
out
me
that
it's behind the egg wall.
No, it's like it wasn't even. It's not in the announcement.
okay, it's just not even mentioned.
Not saying that it isn't going to spawn, but probably not.
Huh. Actually, if we go here, I'm gonna look at. Actually, the other thing I'm thinking of is maybe Pokemon Go Live. Let's check their blog and see what other. Oh, let's see. Breaking Pokemon Mischief is on the rise, and Team Go Rocket has an Apom problem. Yay. I've heard many people do not like Apom, so it is quite useless. Sources tell us Team Go Rocket Grunts will only have Shadow Apom on their teams during the event. They thought catching Aipom would put a stop to their pranks, but how wrong they were. I mean, there's honestly no use covering this on the next episode of the podcast either, because this will happen
Yeah,
in between.
it'll happen between.
Yeah. Switch timer for the Go Battle League will be cut in half. A few snapshots for a surprise. Ditto will be appearing more frequently in the wild during the event, so be sure to catch Pokemon that Ditto are known to transform into. We've also received reports of Ditto transforming into one more Pokemon species than before. And it seems this phenomenon will continue after the event concludes. So, wait, it's going to spawn in one more Pokemon than we have the list currently? That's incredibly helpful, guys. Way to be incredibly specific, but also incredibly vague.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all of April's events. That's the question. Mega Raid, Spotlight Hour, Baneri, Mankey, Grimer, Finneon, Snivy. Go Rocket Timed Research, all of April, Spring into Spring. Spring themed, Chansey, Blissey, Happiny wearing flower crowns, as well as spring and egg themed surprises. Rivals Week, Sustainability Week, Friendship Day. Yeah, we might get another bug out event, but it doesn't look like it's going to be here. So, Rivals Week is incredibly vague, though, so that, who knows? Some Pokemon making their Pokemon Go debut. Pokemon that are rivals will be featured. That's only thing I can think of is what, Zangoose and Seviper.
Yeah, I'm not sure. More onto that. Balaram, question for you guys for the Mew Quest. Do I have to be level 40 on my part because I'm on the catch part? The original Mew Quest or the new one?
I imagine the new one.
The new one, I think you have to be level 40 to be able to catch it. You have to have the Kanto gold medal.
The Kanto Gold Medal doesn't require level 40.
No.
You to get Mew. No, I'm thinking of the leveling up. No, I don't think so. Off the top of my head, I don't think so. I'd have to look back at all of the steps, but I don't believe so. I mean, there's a lot of just catching a ton of Pokemon, and that dragon type requirement is fun if you're, free to play and don't want to go ham in raids. So Slugma, yeah, cool. Trainers in India, first ever celebration of the Festival of Colors has begun. Cool.
So I just looked it up. Yes, you do need to reach level 40 for step 3.
Okay.
Like it just says be level 40?
Yep, the task is reach level 40. The reward is 4,000 Stardust.
There you go.
Alrighty. It's not ideal at all. I'm a little sad with the lack of the Scrafty in the most recent metas here for Silpharina.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to get off the deep end as far as the continuation of, I've already gone through it enough with the Pikachu Libre still not being available.
Oh, did you see the new PvP announcement?
What? Which one?
I think you get Libre at rank 10 this season.
Oh, really? Oh, here, let me...
Check the one with I think it was, what's her name, the gym leader's announcement costume.
Let me go back to the blog here. Season 7. Let's see. So we are on season 7.
Should be under one of the more recent announcements.
That's what I'm looking at here. Season 7. No, Legend rank. You're guaranteed an encounter with Pikachu Libre.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have read it wrong then.
Yeah. I mean, it's been, what, 3 seasons? 3 GBL seasons, and they haven't dropped it down. So, who knows? I mean, what else are they going to put there? They might put Hawlucha. That honestly might be in the Rivals event, but that seems weird. It would make sense, I guess, although it doesn't necessarily have a rival, but it is, a competitively themed Pokemon, I guess.
Everything is its rival.
Yeah. It must be the very best within the ring. I challenge you to a duel in the octagon. Bow to your sensei. Yeah, Leavanny's such a weird one. Huh. Because it came out for an event and then is what? What is its spawn rate? The same as the dragons now?
Oof.
Legitimate question. Is it similar
know.
to Gibble spawn rates or something?
Compared to what?
Compared to the Gibble Dino. Those.
Are we talking about Scraggy?
Leavanny. The
Leavanny.
What's its base form?
Let me check.
I mean, I don't see any on the nearby, or haven't seen any on the nearby in ever. So, I imagine, does the Sylph Road have spawn resources, maybe? Is it in eggs? God, please don't be in eggs. Let's see. No. It's not in that one. And it's not in 10Ks. Gifts, maybe? Nope, the regionals, that's fine. Adventure Sync. Nope. And the 12K, nope. Why is Quillfish... That's so gross.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's bad enough with Absol, but the fact that Corphish, Garupi, and Quillfish are in this is ridiculous. I mean, Volibee has a 24.2% hatch rate so far. It wouldn't surprise me if that's actually 25 and just the amount of eggs hatched. The last 4 12Ks I've hatched have all been Volibee, so. But yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. Let's see. So do you think it would nest?
Swaddle, maybe eventually. Nothing's going to be reported right now. They all shifted just recently. What was it, yesterday? I mean, there might be some. You can look.
See if it's in tasks. It's been in the game, right?
Yeah.
Remember that 1 week where Emolga was spawning?
Yeah, that one.
That is the same week that a bunch of Leavanny were spawning, or Seawaddle were spawning.
And that was its release, right? Because that was the release of Emolga as well. And then it just hasn't been available.
Correct.
There might have been 1 or 2 weekend events where it was available, but it was still super rare.
Oh, goodness gracious. This game.
Indeed.
I mean, and let's see. Do they have the one thing I'd love to see here on the Sylph Road would be resources of what spawns from the lures, because Sawaddle would be one I wouldn't be surprised if it gets put in the mossy lures, but we haven't had a lure spawn update ever to my knowledge. So I mean, I can't expect much there. I mean, way to put a mechanic in the game and then just never do anything with it. Oh, goodness gracious. Huh. Win a raid for Larvitar. That's one I still don't have the shiny of. I didn't get to participate in the community day, and Larvitar is just not common enough. Do we have what else is there to cover here before we wrap up? Because I'm sure there's.
I think kind of just closing statements. I like the team you've put together. Everything I've been playing with here in the back just doesn't seem to really go compared to how good coverage is. I would say for people that are interested in this cup, don't get overwhelmed by all the options. Look at what you have available and build from there. Because a lot of this comes down to availability. And you don't want to just dump something into, like, for example, a week ago, Snorlax was Kingpin of the cup, and now it's flipped and it's Whimsicott. There's a good chance that halfway through the month, you see these move upgrades come through. Granted, you can't change them if you've already started a tournament, but these might change again based on these. Yeah. So don't go too much off PV Poke. Look at what like we have here on the chart. See what you think you would have and what you know you have run before. So like I know for you, Steven, this is going to be maybe a first time running Sunnycast form. That's probably the only thing you haven't run before.
This is the second. I think it's Sunny Cherum is the only one that I haven't really used a whole lot.
Okay. So there's going to be a little bit of learning there, but even then, learning what works well in a team together is going to be this cup. Because everyone's going to have something different. I don't think it's going to be like Ferocious, where it's just going to be Hypno, Talonflame, and Phil, or Gyarados, Shiftery, and Phil. I think you really just need to stick to what you know and what you have available, and just watch for cross coverage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Prismatic Cup with the options available is a fairly attractive cup to try and play if you haven't done a whole lot of Sylph Arena metas. It has a lot of things available, but not a ton of it is going to be incredibly relevant outside of something like this. Like looking at Duat, like your Duat's, unless Duat gets an adjustment later on, like I don't think Duat's going to really perform outside of this. We've seen things continuing into the blue category. The Alolan Sandslash can perform very well in niche scenarios, but it's incredibly weak with a double weakness to fire and fighting.
Which are both very high staples in this cup.
Yeah, that in the grand scheme of things, like you can power one up and use it, but Alolan Sandslash getting a good PvP IV1 is usually rather difficult considering it comes out of eggs and research for the most part, and then its overall use cases are rather small in the long run.
Whereas things like Gallade and Hypno and Talonflame are going to see repeated use.
Those are like GBL staples at this point as well. So things like Snorlax, to a lesser extent, I think Flygon, Shiftery's already performed very well, and with its community day, a lot of people should already have one.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of community day Pokemon and event Pokemon that most people should have. But just kind of look at what you got, pick 3 things, and then build around them.
Yeah. Eric,
I think I'm going to have to sit on this for a little bit on my team. I'm not quite concrete yet.
Eric, you got any closing thoughts?
Nope, Jesse summed it up pretty well. The only thing I wanted to bring up was that Superior is available in this cup,
That's right.
and Community Day is this month. So hopefully, getting Frenzy Plant will make it better because currently it's ranked 78th.
That's
Oh,
not bad.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
What is its coverage? Grass knot. Yeah.
I just don't know if it's going to get up to Meganium level.
Yeah, Meganium's definitely a good pick this cup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of eyeing that.
That's right. Because is it Leaf Tornado that's adjusting? What's the new move that they're giving?
It's Leaf Tornado.
Leaf Tornado, and it's getting the attack debuff, self attack debuff.
Yeah.
Is this prematurely showing that on Superior, or is that a move that's just getting a tweak
What
that
do you
already
mean?
exists? So PV Poke actually has Leaf Tornado on Superior already?
Right, it already had it.
Okay. And it's just getting a move adjustment then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I don't know if you would
So
want to...
Or no, it's
It's
not Leaf Tornado, it's Leaf Storm. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Okay,
at least
Leaf
it's a
Storm.
new move.
Okay. So then on Superior, would you be looking... Vine Whip, of course, because you're not using Iron Tail.
I mean, that'd be
Frenzy...
a really fun sneaky pick against something like Whimsicott.
Yeah. I guess. You're
Maximum spice.
You're still taking a ton of damage from Charm unresisted. So, but then the charge move option then becomes: are you running Aerial Ace, Frenzy Plant?
I kind of like Grass Knot speed better.
So then you're running Grass Knot, Frenzy Plant, and Frenzy Plant as a nuke.
I'd probably go Grass Knot Aerial Ace.
So even with a Community Day,
Yeah.
you're not even...
Frenzy Plant is a really strong move, but that also needs to be unshielded. Because if you're going to bait, Grass Knot's a much better move to bait with. And Grass Knot's still hitting things for what you need it to. Plus Vine Whip's getting you quicker. I mean, throw it up in a custom rank and see which moves generate faster and for what energy cost.
And also don't forget about Leaf Tornado's debuff chance.
Yeah. I ran my Shadow Victory Bell with Leaf Tornado over Leaf Blade. Just because if I got that debuff, Razor Leaf.
What should I go against?
Snorlax. Snorlax is a general neutralist.
All right, so Vine Whip, Grass Knot, Leaf Tornado currently. Snorlax uses, and we're going one Leaf Tornado first. Is it a guaranteed?
What's the energy?
Is it a guaranteed debuff?
No.
Okay, so
I
then
don't believe so.
it's stringent
It's a
upon
50% chance of a 2-stage attack debuff.
Okay.
I just checked that. That's the only reason I know it.
Okay. I was sure it was a debuff, but I didn't remember which one.
Let's see. So Grass Knot is a 50 energy. Leaf Tornado is a 40 energy. You're looking at a 77 damage versus a 39 if you switch out, say, Grass Knot for...
Frenzy Plant.
Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant is an 86 damage for 45 energy.
Oh, wow. No, I never mind Grass Knot then.
So then you battle with Leaf Tornado and Frenzy Plant. You're still wanting the Leaf Tornado off the bat and a Frenzy Plant next. Do you even get to it? And then how much is a Vine Whip? 8 energy. So it's one additional Vine Whip and you get Frenzy Plant over Leaf Tornado. So you could really play bait pretty well between the two of them.
Yeah.
And then Leaf Tornado. That 50%, the 50% 2-stage defense debuff?
Attack debuff.
Okay. No, hold on. No, -2 attack.
On the opponent.
Yeah. which is huge. That's massive.
So in the core meta, it looks like Frenzy Plant Aerial Ace gives you 21 wins,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to Grass Knot Aerial Ace, which is 20 wins.
Okay.
So you gain a... Huh.
Yeah, definitely something to look to.
Yeah. I imagine it's... I mean, looking before, it doesn't look like it's probably going to have the same sort of huge bump in usage that Talonflame has had. Like, Talonflame did not seem relevant before and is now incredibly relevant. And I don't think Superior is going to have that same big bump, but it's definitely going to get a little bit of a boost in its usage, and people are going to want to try it out at least. So,
yeah.
Oh, alrighty then. Well, thank you, Jesse, for doing this with me. Thank you, Eric, for hopping in the chat for the duration. A belated thank you to Jamar for hopping in for the period in which he did. Thank you, Twitch chat, for joining us, shooting us a couple questions, and being the little muse. Discord for streamers. Who is Discord for streamers?
Who knows? But thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, it might be one of those Twitch viewers that just watches like all of the streams. I've seen a couple of they're like bot Twitch accounts that just watch streams for metadata or something, which is slightly creepy, but who knows? Alrighty.
Did we want to raid Super Science?
Is he streaming right now?
Mm-hmm.
Have we followed him? Because I don't see.
I mean, I did on my personal.
Okay, I don't think I see push notifications when he starts streaming. So, all right,
Let's go give him some GBL love. Thank you all for hanging out and participating in this team building exercise with us.
Absolutely.
If you're watching this or listening to this at a later date, again, if you need a cup to play in, we host Self Arena metas here in Battle Science in our Discord. Link is under most of our descriptions. You are more than welcome to join. Again, thank you.
Follow us at battle_science on Twitter. Go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/. It's probably an accurate.
We're working on it.
An accurate response. I think we're at like 26, 27, 28 followers on YouTube. So if you guys go over there, give us a follow, get us to 100 so we can get the nice youtube.com/battlescience at some point. I'll probably put this out in a podcast form for both because it's more of an impromptu for probably patrons and on the podcast services at the same time tomorrow, past the 24-hour Twitch requirement. So since this is an impromptu sort of special thing, if depending on the timing for next month and what next month's cup is, let's see. So Battle Science Podcast, not Battle Science Podcast. If we do something similar on the 27th, it would come out normally, I think, because it would be able to come out on the 30th, the day before May starts. So,
but that's assuming we also get that information that week.
Well, I mean, if we don't get the next month's meta by the 27th, then
I mean, some months it's been pretty close.
Yeah, the other
we
thing
have bigger problems.
Yeah, the other thing to keep in mind is that I guess technically we're nearing the tail end of the like second half of the Sylph Arena season. So at some point,
got regionals coming up.
Yeah, at some point they're gonna adjust how it's working with, regionals, the cup metas. We might see like the general public have a month off. Although didn't we have No, we had
January.
We had January off, so which wasn't all that long ago, but was somewhat long ago. Jesus. Time. Where is it going? Where is it coming from? All right, I'm going to stop. Thank you everybody for listening. We'll catch you guys out there on the battlefield.